Hello YouTube, my name is Webbs. Today we are opening up 200 packs of the new Hearthstone set that released yesterday. I didn't get the opportunity to play much yesterday, so I waited until today to open these up. We're gonna do these kind of quick instead of hovering over each individual one because 200 packs, that would take literally forever. So the main cards I'm looking for in this set are each of the quests because it enables one new style of deck for each individual class. Awesome, 3 packs in and already a legendary. Actually, probably one of the better neutral ones there too, for most decks that need some type of draw power to refresh their hand. Um, the cards that I was most interested in the set are the Shadow Priest legendary, because that's always been something that I've wanted to see in Hearthstone actually playable, besides the closest time back in the day with Raza Priest. But that was one of the cards that I got free for the pre-orders. So I already have a copy of it, which is nice. There's another one of them. If my math is correct, we should end up with around 10 legendaries with this number of packs. Give or take a few extras. Um, it's nice to see quests in the form of quest lines come back into the game because of the diversity to the metagame that it usually enables, even if most of them end up turning out bad. But from the ones this sets, a lot of them look powerful, while there definitely are some really weak ones in particular, such as the Demon Hunter one. But it's still a quest that I would really like to try to make work. I don't know how it would work possibly, but it would be nice. Oh, cool, another legendary. And actually, one of the quests that I wanted to play around with the most, the Warlock one. It should be really fun to mess around with. Just gotta keep on opening up the packs. Uh, Fire Mage is another deck that I'm kind of looking forward to, but I don't know how strong it will be without using the quest too, so that might just end up being one single deck instead of 2 separate decks. But who knows? Pandaren Importer helps out the Shadow Priest deck as it lets you discover cards that you wouldn't normally be able to run in the deck, which might be a nice thing to do. So you're limited with only shadow spells. The Viper is interesting just because it allows you to use weapon destruction weapons become really impactful on the metagame without having to worry about rolling over or uh, running into a deck that doesn't have it, since it's just a nice body. Tiny toys might actually be cool to play around with in Evolved Shaman also, since that's a deck that everyone tends to try to make work every expansion, or at least some people do. There's a fire spell for Fire Mage. I think at this point we have most of, if not all of the commons probably, but that's to be expected at this, with this number of packs that we're opening up. Should mean there's a lot of leftover dust to make the missing legendaries that weren't opened up or won't be opened up. Tradable as a mechanic is interesting, but to be honest, a lot of the cards are really boring. Cool, the Dread Mount, Steed Mount, which is basically the old style of Dread Steed before it got nerfed because of Defile. Hopefully with all the dust left over, we can create all the missing legendaries and probably the few missing epics, given the recent changes in bad luck protection. We're actually getting quite a bit of epics, which is nice. A lot more support cards for the Fire Mage. Nice golden rare for Handlock, which is cool to see come back into the game. That's like our 6th shard of the Naru or something. Seems like we're getting a lot of them. A nice golden common. The rogue legendary. Oh, another tiny toys. That's cool. Maybe I'll test out Evolve Shaman first. The rogue quest is an interesting one because it's not really game winning per se, but it generates a lot of resources, which is cool. Now I don't know how reliable it would be because of the fact that you're forced to run some cards that aren't the strongest in the world. But who knows, a mini set might bring it out more. The other weird thing about this set is I would have assumed that Mathis Shaw would have been the other rogue legendary besides the quest line, but it was the transformation legendary that turns you into another hero at the start until you play a rogue card, which is cool because it's been something that's been in the work for years, but it's kind of a shame that Shaw didn't become a card himself, or at least a named card. Maybe in the mini set. I wonder what will be the most common common card. Ooh, legendary. And Jace is a really cool one because of it enables a lot of uh, cool like fail spell decks. Uh, so, since a lot of the attack power spells in the game are, or for Demon Hunter, are fail. Hopefully that'll actually do something. Actually, Jace should mean that I have all the Demon Hunter. Actually, no. I guess I haven't gotten the epics yet. I don't think. Because I got the quest as one of the rewards for pre-ordering. Man, the Sword of Naru really is showing up a bunch. I mean, it's not a bad card, but you only can run 2, so just free dust. Ignite, that's good. That's a good sign. Because Fire Mage is definitely something I want to test out. There's a lot of decks that I want to test out this set. It's going to be... Oh, cool. 2 epics in the same pack, and even a golden one, which is nice. Only 130 packs to go. This is going to take a while. Another epic, that's nice. And then one of the Demon Hunter ones, which is really nice. And that helps out the Jace deck. I was looking over the spells for Demon Hunter before opening up these packs, and if I remember right, Skull of Gul'dan actually isn't a fel spell, which means you can still run it in a Jace deck without worrying about it. Alright, another epic. That's good to see. West Shaman looks really strong this set, which is interesting to say because most of the Shaman cards actually look not terrible this set compared to what was the last set before its mini set, where it was one of the weaker decks. It's nice to see a shift from Paladin getting all the strongest cards over and over and over again to another class getting its time in the spotlight. Kind of regret doing all of these packs at the same time. I don't know how useful that epic actually is. It seems too success too easily silenced or just removed from the field, and just causing you to lose resources. It's honestly just a pack builder. Come on, let's see some more quest lines. Nice, a legendary. Probably the worst one in the entire set. Oh shit, another legendary. And a quest. That's great. Alright, a 2-pack. A legendary pack. That's always nice to see. Always nice to see. Can only go downhill from here. Hopefully it doesn't, but you never know. Quest Paladin is interesting because there's been a lot of dude Paladin support over the past year or so that is currently in rotation. That might make it playable, or at least its own style of deck. I hope. It, though it's not really that interesting per se in the long run. It's neat, but it's one of the more boring quests. Alright, finally getting down in the double digits. Alright, nice, another epic. I think at this point we have all the rares too, which is nice. Epic, great. It's cool seeing Benedictus in a card portrait that isn't his own card. I don't know if that will actually fit in Shadow Priest or not, but it's still cool to see. It's a nice 1-cost spell. Right, epic. Oh, 2 epics. That's cool. Guild Trader is cool. I don't know why it's named that per se, given that it doesn't honestly. Spell damage has nothing to do with rating, but interesting tradable card. If any type of spell damage deck becomes really evident, it might be used. Who knows? Nice golden weapon for priest. Epic, that's cool. Oracle of Elune, we just got one of those earlier. It's should be interesting in like a taunt deck. Maybe taunt druid will actually be a thing this expansion. It was close to being a thing the last expansion. It just needed a little bit more oomph. Oh cool, a golden epic. Of probably one of the worst epics in the set. But still a golden epic. Not bad. Alright, can we get another quest soon, please? Our golden rare and a rare. I know I'm asking for much, but you know, I would prefer to see more quests over anything else in the set. I think I have the legendaries I want the most. Oh cool, legendary. Eh. Lothar I think is too slow. It's nice he's a card, but he's too slow. Imported Tarantula looks awesome, and if it was in another class, it might see play, but because most people gravitate towards Face Hunter and nothing but Face Hunter, I sadly don't think the card will see much play. It would be cool if a control style hunter came into being. I just don't see it becoming a thing. Especially with their quest being supporting more of a aggro type of deck. But then again, it fits perfectly well in non-aggro hunter too. It reminds me of Raza Priest of old, which is probably a worrying sign, but we'll see. Honestly, the hunter quest is probably the one of the top 2 quests in this set. It would be cool to be able to pull it. And one of the more interesting ones too. Even if it's just a free train on an old card. And the second Ignite, that's honestly another card that I really wanted to see. So I didn't have to craft. Archmage Antonidas, the new one, would be cool to pull, but I don't think Fire Mage needs him as an actual card. So I'm not too worried about getting him or not. Legendary, nice, nice. Oh, the Shaman quest. Actually, really nice to see. Extremely nice to see. It's probably top tier, just, oh, almost back-to-back legendaries. That's really cool. The Druid quest looks really bad at first glance, but it looks really good once you see it in action. Who knows if it'll actually be a thing. I don't think its trigger requirements are hard to pull off, so it might just be a card that gets included in decks to give Druid a way to finishing the game quicker. Right, I think the Hunter quest and the Priest quest are the 2 I'm missing so far. I feel like I'm forgetting a class, but I don't know which one it is. But either way, it's pretty great seeing all the quests since they were the main cards I wanted in the set. No golden legendaries, which is interesting with the amount of packs that we've opened up so far. Epic, nice. Provoke, which is an interesting 0-cost spell. A legendary, nice, nice, and it's the Priest quest, which is really cool. Nobleman's a cool neutral epic. Could help easily get access to additional copies of combo pieces that could enable some OTKs. Nice, another epic. The rat deck is a weird one for Hunter. Like, it makes sense thematically wise, but at the same time, it's just out of nowhere. It reminds me of the old Hunter quest back in the day with the increased attack power once you summon a bunch of minions. A nice Elwyn Boar. That's going to be an interesting card to play around with. Don't know which class is going to be best suited for it. I'd assume it would probably be priest, rogue, or hunter, just given the fact that it's a beast, so hunter can easily copy it. Priest can easily get additional copies, and uh, rogue can uh, copy it and shadow step it with potions and such. I don't think it will be a very cool, a golden nobleman. It's a really cool card to have golden just because of the name. It fits the name so well. Alright, we're about to hit below 50 packs, which is great. This is taking a good amount of time. That's an interesting card for Shadow Priest. Isonar Epic. I don't know how useful that weapon is for Demon Hunter. I think it's kind of a trap even in Demon Hunter Quest. But it's hard to play around with for at least a little bit. Legendary, nice. It's interesting to see Bolvar get his third card in the game. Uh, this one honestly is a lot better than the previous two, but uh, even though he was a Stormwind character, I didn't really expect him to get a third copy of him in this set. But then again, I guess it makes sense. He is pretty important to Stormwind, or was pretty important to Stormwind. It's also cool to see the new Nyxia in Lady Prester. Given it's her human form instead of her dragon form. But still has the flavor of being a dragon. That's a nice card for Handlock that we haven't seen yet. Alright. I think on average we're looking at probably maybe one more legendary. Maybe two. So far, so good. Got most of the cards that I wanted out of the set, and the others I'll probably just draft. I know it's bad to draft or disenchant cards this early on in the set, but I'd rather have the full set to work with instead of just 70 or 80% of the set. Still kind of shocked there's no golden legendaries so far. With the amount of packs I'm opening, there should at least be one. Counterfeit Blade, it doesn't fit in the boar deck technically because it doesn't count as a boar itself, but it can resupply the weapon if you somehow trigger it without it, which is cool. I don't think they printed any like real big death rattle minion that Rogue would want to use as a way to trigger. Nice, a legendary Antonidas. He's a kind of a one more card. It's a shame that spell damage doesn't work with him, but can't really complain. His condition actually isn't as hard as first glance to trigger. They printed a lot of fire spells this time around. Cheesemonger is a funny card just because of its name. Now, I don't know. It could be situationally useful because with some of the higher end cards, you probably will just end up getting a copy of whatever high cost spell that your opponent casts. I don't know if you would run it just for a chance of getting something useful instead of something else that generates more consistent cards, because that is has Discover on it or something. Nice, a second entitled customer. So the handlock deck is looking up. Getting more epics, nice. The second Fell Gorger, the Jace deck. We should, on average, get one more legendary, which would be nice. Epic. Root is weird. Interesting, but weird. There might be something there. Another epic. Wow, we're getting a lot of epics back to back in a second group. Or I don't know how to pronounce it. Three rares in the same pack. That's nice to see. Mainly from a dust perspective at this point. A legendary, nice. Varian, which is a free legendary. I think still. Given the battle pass, which I haven't bought yet with the funds that I have on my account. But I had planned on doing it after, just because of that. So, to be fair at this point, I kind of rather would have just had another legendary. But oh well. At least it gives me a choice. I'll probably choose the Hunter spell. I'm trying to remember what cards we're missing. We're missing the Druid legendary. Another box of rats. Oh, Rat King. That's what we're missing. Legendary, nice, nice. Oh, forgot about the rogue quest. Still nice to get it. Alright, 6 more packs to go. There's no way we're getting another one in these last few packs. 2 epics, that's nice though. That's really nice. I used to just disenchant all the golden cards that I would get, but since I have such a big dust supply slash cards that have rotated out, since I don't play wild much, I don't really need to necessarily do that anymore. Alright, last normal pack. Can we get a golden legendary just for shits and giggles? No. Alright, the 5 norm or golden packs. I expect nothing besides golden dust, which is fine. It's interesting not to see a Hogger though in this set. Maybe we'll see one in the mini set if it is Stockades. I could very well see it being stockades. A golden epic, that's nice. Alright, last pack. I hope maybe another golden card? Yeah! Golden legendary for a neutral that I completely forgot about. Still, nice to see it. Alright. Because I have the gold, I'll open up 4 more packs. Where is Since I think we're kind of close getting another legendary, who knows? I got the gold, might as well. Maybe we can pull a miracle off and get the last quest. Overall, pretty good haul for the set. I've never actually gotten a golden legendary out of the golden packs before. But nice to see. Definitely nice to see. Alright, let's see what we got. So overall, for the set, we are missing oh yeah, this one. Forgot this card existed. Could be cool in like a clown druid deck, but oh well. So we're missing 1 legendary, 2 legendaries, 3. Not this because I have the golden version of it from the pre-order. Is it really 3 legendaries I think we're missing? And that's it? I could be wrong. I don't, yeah, 3. We're missing 3. Which is actually pretty nice, and we can just dust and get the last 3 if we really wanted to. Which I probably will end up doing, to be honest. Yeah, let's just do it real quick. Actually, no. There should be, I think, a few on the battle pass. Still. Maybe not. Okay, there's 1. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.